Hello and welcome to Bible Study with Alice. And today, on day 146, Psalm 146 of our daily psalm reading, we are reading from the ESV translation, but you're more than welcome to join us from a different translation. As you can see, we are on Psalm 146. These videos are filmed in real time. Today's date is the 29th of March 25 and it's a Saturday. You can find the previous 145 psalms in the playlist below. There is a disclaimer as usual, and that is one of these videos are unedited and also probably stumble my wording. Let's get started. Put not your trust in princes. Praise the Lord, O my soul, I'll praise the Lord. As long as I live, I will sing praise to my God while I have my being. Put not your trust in princes, in a son of man, in whom there is no salvation. When his breath departs, he returns to the earth. On that very day, his plans perish. Blessed is he whose help is the God of Jacob, whose hope is in the Lord his God, who made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, who keeps faith forever, who executes justice for the oppressed, who gives food to the hungry. The Lord sets the prisoners free. The Lord opens the eyes of the blind. The Lord lifts up those who are bowed down. The Lord loves the righteous. The Lord watches over the sojourners. He upholds the widow and the fatherless even. Oh my gosh. 9. The Lord watches over the sojourners. He upholds the widow and the fatherless. But the way of the wicked he brings to ruin. The Lord will reign forever. Your God, O Zion, to all generations praise the Lord. So that is Psalm 146 complete. Tomorrow we will be doing Psalm 147. For those who are new to my channel, I split the video into 3 parts. The first part is the psalm that we just read. Then we talk about the psalm time period, and then the last part is we go back to that and we talk about the psalm that we just read. So with the psalm time period, the psalms were written over a 1,000-year period, probably longer to be fair, but they were written over a vast period of time. And they're written by multiple different authors. And there are a big chunk of psalms written by King David during his life, during his reign as king. There are obviously other authors too, and there are a lot of them where it's unknown. They don't know who the author is of every single psalm. There is 150 psalms, but as I said, they don't fully know exactly when and who and all that. Historians and scholars do, have done a lot of research into the Bible and have, done so much digging into it and be able to understand certain parts of the Bible, because obviously it's such a big old book and there's so much to it. But there is been a lot of research into it, and there's still obviously research still being undertaken. And I'm going to split this next bit into 3 subsections. So the first section is the psalms that have a time period, an author, and an event. Those type of psalms are very helpful to be able to understand when and how and who. The famous questions of who, where, what, when. Who. Yeah, those questions even. I think I've just repeated it. Who, what, where, when, and how, sort of thing. And they are then able to understand it a bit better. You be able to understand certain things better, like the time period that those people lived in, and the environment they lived in, the issues that they were going through, and all that. And then you've got the second one, which is unknown, partial unknown even. So it could be an unknown time period, an unknown author, but with an event linked to it. So they have an event, but they don't know any more than they don't know exactly when that event would have occurred. Just that the event occurred in a particular time period, but they just don't know if it was during the start, middle, or end, basically. There might be an author linked to it, so it could be written by King David. We'll talk about him in a moment. Seems to be talking about him all week. But it could be during his reign, but we don't know when. but the event would have been, I don't know, a couple of days ago we were talking about him being in a cave. So it would have been during him being in a cave, but he wrote it, but it's the point in time of when he was in the cave writing the psalm. It's things like that, basically. It's like, you know, they have kind of the general idea of it, but they just don't know the exact idea of it. Then you've got the third part, which is unknown, as in it's an unknown date, unknown author, and an unknown event. All they know is that that psalm would have then been written but by somebody, but they just don't know when that psalm would have been written. And with Psalm 146, it was during the pre-exilic period, which was around about 600 BCE. BCE is the same as BC, before Christ, before Common Era, or post-exilic period, which is 500 BCE, same as BC, BCE, same thing. And it encourages trust and warns against have to check my own writing then. Encourages trust in God and warns against placing faith in leaders, emphasising God's role as creator, sustainer and deliverer. So basically it's encouraging that. It's to encourage that we gotta put everything into God's hands, not into leaders. So as I said, depending on the leader, and depending on that, so instead of putting everything into the leader of the country or leader of a tribe or what have you, we've got to put everything into God's hand, into God. God is the one that is really trying to be, you know, he needs us to put it back to him. Instead of going, oh, I'm going to trust in this leader, that this particular leader knows what they're doing and know what they're talking about, you know, they know what's right for the country, for the tribe, for whatever. We kind of then got to go back to basics and go, look, actually, we need to put our faith, put our trust into God himself. God himself is the one that's going to really be the one that's helping us here, not a leader of a country or a tribe. So that is Psalm 146 complete. So I will write in the day and the date. So it is day 146 and it's the 29th. It's a Saturday. And we're getting so close to the end of the book of Psalms. So thank you for watching. Please like my content. Please subscribe to my channel. Please turn on the notification bell so you get notified of content like this. Thank you and goodbye.